Hey guys, this is old Brookie. I just got some new copies of my chord book, now with a Venmo code on the back. I don't know if that'll do me any good, but I thought, I've got some students that are making it pretty far, and we're getting ready to, boy, this book takes a long time to get through. I'm kind of a stickler about going in order, but we can jump around a little bit. So on page 12, there's some blues chord progressions. Let's look at the E blues progression. Probably, I haven't looked at this for a long time, but it's probably the most basic thing. Yep, it sure is. This is 12 bar blues. 4 bars of E7, 2 bars of A7, 2 bars of E7, 2 bars of B7, and 2 bars of E7. So that's pretty simple. There's no quick change to the 4 on the second bar, and there's no funky turnarounds or anything. Pretty simple, but in Chuck Berry uses this in some songs, so only probably B flat or something. But let's skip the metronome. I'm just going to do it kind of slow and lazy like this. Cool, man. I know that's simple, but that's really that's how I make my living, is keeping it simple and playing songs. You can put a more funky strum in there, of course, or do them up here. You can definitely move those chords around, but I'm keeping it down in the first 3 frets. So E7's just middle and index. First fret on the 3rd string, G sharp, middle finger, 5th string, 2nd fret, B. Watch when I go to A7, watch my middle finger just go right there. See that? E7, A7. So middle finger just jumps. That's a big part of my teaching philosophy, is kind of keep that middle finger centered on the 2nd fret on these basic chords. So you might see people want to bring in their index finger and kind of twist their arm around and all that. I'm like, well, how about not? Let's use middle and ring. It's cool. All right, so A7 is like 0, 2, 0, 2, 0. You got an E and a C sharp you're pressing on with your middle and ring fingers. Cool. Now watch. Well, we'll go back to E7. So maybe just practice E7 to A7. Now B7, you're going to keep your middle finger oriented at the 2nd fret. In fact, if you go from E7 to B7, it stays on the same note. Here's E7, here's B7. Again, E7, B7. So middle finger stays right there. Just pivot off of that. So B7 is kind of a confusing shape when you're just getting started. It's hard enough with these basic shapes, then you throw the B7 in there because it's got 4 fingers and just kind of a strange shape. So it's middle, index, ring, which makes a little triangle. That's most of it. Plus an open string. Not to get distracted, but compare that to a D7 shape. You know D7, right? And if you take that, yeah, I'm distracted. Jump 1 string over. That's A major 7. And jump 1 more, you're back to B7. bad pinky on first string, second fret. That's an F sharp. So you got B, D sharp, A, open B, and F sharp. That might sound kind of dissonant. It's trying to go somewhere. Where's it trying to go? To E7. It resolves. Whoa! I didn't quite do it right. I actually love it when my students do that because you're learning something. You just found actually a different chord. A B augmented. So any mistake you make, you're going to actually learn something. So don't be afraid to practice and try, and, you know, you can't humiliate yourself in front of me. It's impossible. So, yeah, man, that's just example 5 on page 12 in my chord book. Not many students make it that far, but I've got some that will be making it there. We've got, I really work them very carefully through each page. Make sure they do each chord at least 5 times. And so, I make videos based on the book. And if you're interested, you can email me at hooverguitar@yahoo.com. And we'll take care of business. The book is $20. I also have a book that's made up of arpeggios, scales, riffs, licks, chord progressions, just basic fun things that I introduce to my students. I'm really ready. I could easily make a 3rd book or a 4th book right now, but I got to hold off maybe for a couple of months, but I should probably slap a new one together. Well, there you go. That's a simple blues progression and a few hints on those chords. And so those are important if you want to understand rock and roll and blues, folk, country, any kind of basic guitar music. Usually you can trace a lot of it back to blues. So I realize it's super simple, but again, that stuff sounds pretty cool to me. And I hope that you enjoyed it. So thank you so much. And if you can subscribe, that makes me very happy. Thank you.